everyone, it's Brie. I'm back with another scrapbook process video for the Simple Stories design team, and I'm super excited to share this process with y'all today because I am making a layout with the brand new Harvest Market collection. And if you watched my unboxing video that I should have made live yesterday, you would have seen me unboxing this gorgeous collection and all of the beautiful elements in it. So I had a lot of fun with this collection. My favorite part of this collection was the pinks and the aqua mint colors in it. Fall is very brown and orange and a burnt orange and yellow and more of the darker tones. So seeing the pinks and the aquas make me so happy. So what I'm doing here is I'm just matting my photo with one of the 12 by 12 papers, and then I love all of these papers, so I wanted to highlight them in a different way. So I thought I would just mat my photo, like I said, with one of the papers, and then create larger mats for it and not have my photo completely centered, have them get larger but then kind of cascade down. So my photo is a little bit larger. I can't even remember the size. I don't even remember the size, but I'm not super technical. I was just eyeballing all of these rectangles, and if it worked, it worked. And if I didn't like it, then I would trim it down. So I can't tell you the sizes of these rectangles. I was just eyeballing it, and when I was happy with it, then I just trimmed it down. So you could see here, I just kind of looked at it, placed it down, and liked how it looked. So like I said, I wanted the patterns to cascade, so you see a little bit of pattern underneath each one. So I think I used a total of 5 different papers. I didn't want it to get crazy busy, but I also wanted it to have pattern and then to sit in the center of my layout. So my base is textured cardstock in cream, and it's from the Color Vibe collection. So I use the polka dot side. That's probably one of my favorite sides, because you know me and a polka dot, I love polka dots. So here I just sped it up a little bit so you don't see, because it's pretty redundant, me just trimming down each of those rectangles / squares. So that's all my papers. And then I'm going to adhere everything down and then get started on the rest of my layout. So now the photo is of my 2 boys. This was when we first got transferred to Louisiana. We were driving on base and I saw some leaves, and I thought it would be cute to do a little fall photo sesh for them. And so if you did watch my unboxing video, you know I loved this fall word right here. I love the font, I love the design. So I chose to use it from the foam stickers as my main title, and then I'm going to build onto it using the Color Vibe stickers. I used the Woods sticker book. So my title is going to be It's Fall, Y'all. And we live in Louisiana, so to me it was very fitting, and it's so cute. And the it's and the y'all will sandwich the fall word, and I just love how it turns out. So I'm just making sure that everything was straight, because at first I was like, did I get that straight? But it was, so everything's fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere the rest of my title down, and I'm going to use my T-square ruler just to make sure it's straight, because as you know, I cannot put on anything straight, and then I'm always grabbing for my T-square ruler. So right now I'm just going through each of the wood grain patterns or the colors just to figure out which one would go well. So I in the end I went with this one. I wanted it to pop a lot. I wanted a little bit of that brown so that you could really see it and it would stand out and not get lost. But yeah, so other than I do like to try to add pattern to my layouts, and thought it would be fun to try something different instead of a circle or a grid or stars. So I thought the square or rectangles would be great. All right, so now I'm just working on embellishing the rest of my layout. I pulled out the Journal Bits pack, and I'm just looking through, trying to figure out what I want to add and seeing what all the bits and pieces are. As you know, when you work with a new collection, you got to get familiar with it, get used to it, try to see what's in each pack and what will work for each project that you're currently working on. So that's what I was doing. I was just going through everything, seeing what I wanted. I definitely wanted this Hello Acorn. When I did the unboxing, I saw a couple of those and knew that at least one of those would have to make it on my layouts. I definitely like these sunbursts and thought it would be fun to create a cluster right there, because they're, both of my boys are kind of like in the middle of the layout, and there's some, some white space around them. So those spaces were perfect for some embellishment clusters. So now I'm just embellishing. I pulled out the ephemera bits and pieces pack, and I'm just pulling in things. I saw that cute truck and was trying to, figure out a place to put it. I thought it was perfect right there on the acorn, and just going through the rest of the items and wanting to build, a little kind of like a scene, I guess. So I have the little barn, a flower. The scarecrow was a great addition. He looks really cute, and now I'm just going through seeing what else I could add. So I pulled out the cardboard or chipboard, my gosh, the chipboard stickers, and there's a bunch of leaves. And so since the boys are playing in the pile of leaves, I thought it would be fitting to add a bunch of the leaves into my page. So I pulled those out so that I can add those on, and right now I'm going to go ahead and start adhering everything down. And I do pop a lot of things up on foam. That's where I'm able to tuck and layer and create my embellishment clusters. That's like my favorite part of creating, other than like mixed media, is like getting those clusters together. I love to tuck and layer. I love to pop things up on foam. It's just, I don't know, it's just so much fun to me, and finding little labels and little bits and pieces just to to create things that just work together. All right, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just adhering everything down, tucking in that cute tree for a pop of orange. Do I leave that flower? No, I don't think that one ends up working. So I take that out. And so I'm going to go ahead and adhere the rest of everything down. So to save you from watching me do all that, I edited it out, and then I tucked in some bits of tangled thread around my page. I love tangled thread. I think it adds another pop of color and another element of interest. I think it's just great. Missy Whitten was the first person that I've ever seen add it, so I'm always inspired by her and totally add thread to almost all my layouts. So here I am adding some cardstock sticker tiny text phrases here, stacking them up. One says happy days, one says falling leaves, and then the other one says fall days. So I've got those added, and then now I'm going to go ahead and adhere all of my little leaves down. I'm going to just kind of place them like around my clusters and around my page as if they were kind of falling from the sky. And I love how they turned out. I turned them like on their sides, up and down, just making them appear that, they were falling down. But I just love this collection. It is honestly so fun and so pretty. And here is where I thought that the top needed a little something. So I pulled out one of the labels from the journal bits, or two of the labels, and I layered them together. And then I'm going to add a floral cluster in there as well. And I think I pulled the floral cluster out of or is it a sticker? Maybe it's a sticker. I think it is a sticker. Yes, it's a sticker. So I just tucked that in, and to me, it kind of just allowed everything to come together, and I didn't have the empty space at the top, especially because I had my title at the bottom. I felt like something needed to be at the top. So here's an up-close shot. Look at all those fun falling leaves and all of the gorgeous colors in this collection. It's beautiful. So thank you so much for watching, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.